Yo, 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 what's up? We're ready to rock at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be bringing on my buddies from the Lethal Collective. So for all you guys in the live chat, thank you so much for coming here onto the Nightwatch Zone. We're going to party a little bit here. And then in a little while, we're going to have the after party on the Lethal Collective as we continue the march to 1K subs. Let me bring in... I see him dancing. Let me start bringing my buddy in here. You guys know who it is. It's Killjoy Jake. What's up, man?
What's up? Got some bops going on right now. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I could have recorded you in the back. Just zoning out. Oh,
just loving it. I'm loving this music. It's awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
So, we're here, we're live, and of course, we'll have Craven Something Scary and Fate Decided on with us in just a little bit. But Jake, first of all, before I acknowledge the chat, which I will do in a moment, dude, we are literally like right around the corner from 1K subs for the Lethal Collective. What are your thoughts, man? I know that's a stupid question, but just to let you talk about it for a second.
Oh, dude, it's so exciting. I mean, we've been grinding all year towards it, and we're nearly there, man. I mean, we're not even 50 away now, right, or something like that, or
946.
946. Okay. So
6.
Wow. What I gotta say about that is all four of us, I think, have put in a lot of hard work there. And if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. Go subscribe. We're so close. 54 people, and then there we go, monetized. How awesome is that? Knight, I love your shirt too, man. Holy crap, I just noticed it.
Look at rocking that.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, dude, nice.
Cavity colors, man. Yeah. Gotta represent Season of the Witch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, just to see who we got in the chat, we got my man, Heroic Waffles, the greatest name in YouTube history ever. Ever.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
There is no doubt about it. That's my man. And of course, we got the general in the chat saying happy Friday to everyone. And you guys, you know the rules. Listen to the general, do what she says, or this is what's going to happen to you.
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the fuck you're doing with my time.
I'm just saying.
That's aggressive.
That could happen. Hey, you should see Val, when people aren't doing the right thing. No, I'm just joking. Val is an absolute sweetheart. What's up, Dan? She's probably wondering, because I changed the clip up a little bit. She's like, what the hell are you doing, Knight? What's up, Dan? What's up, Jen? And there she goes. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video on social. She knows what's going on. She really does. And Carrie's in the chat. All right. Carrie Craves Cinema, who just put in a $5 super chat. Jeez, Carrie, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of her. This is for the Lethal Collective, but unfortunately, Knight has to share. Love you guys. Let's get to 1K. You guys deserve it. Thanks, Carrie. I really appreciate that. You're all right. You really, really are. Oh, man. Jeez, starting off early here.
Oh, yeah.
And just as a blanket hello to everyone else, we see you guys. We got Austin. Carrie also putting in the link for our after party on the Lethal Collective stream, which will be at 6. So we hope you guys all jump over there with us. Conrad and also Daisy. Daisy's in the chat. What's up? And Jordy. Wow, you guys are all right. We got Blood and Bruise. Wow, new to the chat, or at least as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Welcome. Hope that you enjoy this community, which I'm absolutely sure you will. And Zoe. What is up, Zoe? All right. Nanette's in the chat. What's up? Daisy says, speaking of music, your intro is fire. Did you make the song yourself? Well, there's a long story to that, which I won't rant about, but the lyrics actually was my good friend, Corey, King Need Gore, who actually put the lyrics together. And one day he said, I can do a song that really fits the Nightwatch zone and your intro and so forth. And he sure as hell did. And absolutely a wonderful gift from a friend. So.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. He really is amazing. Michael, what's up, Michael? Emily is in the chat. All right. Carrie. Oh my God, Carrie, $2 super chat. If Val gets a salute, what do I get? Laugh out loud. Well, I think Jake, she might want a special DAB from a certain Killjoy Jake.
I can
try that out.
I can make that happen for Carrie, of course. I gotta loosen up. I didn't limber up before this stream night, which is kind of the problem here. So, but here we go. For you, Carrie. There we go.
Feel the power.
I blew a hole in the side of my wall there just for you. So,
jeez, Carrie, here's something else for you too.
What the?
There you go,
Nice.
Carrie. We love you, Carrie. You're all right. But yes, hey to everyone. Cody's in the chat too. Wayne from Australia. Denisha. Wow, you guys are too awesome, man. Dan, thanks so much, man. Gosh. Best followers of any channel, hands down. Man, look, I'm gonna say and I'm being honest about this, and that really includes you too, Dan. You've been around for a long time and just ride or die. But seriously, you guys are absolutely amazing. And I've said it for this channel, but also obviously for the Lethal Collective and all of us in this shared community. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So much love, seriously, to all you guys. Don't get me too emotional, Dan. You know how I get. Seriously. But let's get up to some other things here. And thank you, Carrie. These guys, wow, you guys are rocking it today, man. This is amazing. But let's talk about some horror, Jake. I mean, we're literally a week out from the man, Michael Audrey Myers. Hellraiser just dropped. Terrifier 2. Smile last week. I mean, what the hell? We got so much going on in horror. Any particular thoughts on any of those things?
Well, I saw Terrifier 2 last night, and I loved it. I was blown away. Expectedly, it was amazing. I'm halfway through Hellraiser right now. I just got halfway through it. Did you watch all of it?
Well, I'm about it. That's so funny you say that, dude. I'm like 2/3 away through it. I got maybe about a half hour left.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit less.
I'm digging it so far. I can't speak. I haven't seen the whole thing, so it's kind of hard to speak on it so far. But I'm liking it. It's good. Definitely one of the better Hellraiser films in the past how many ever years. For sure. Oh
my God.
No question about it.
You are not lying, man. I have been very vocal on this channel. And I know some of these guys have heard me say it, especially like Dan. Hellraiser, up until today, was the franchise I've been most frustrated with of all the big horror franchises. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think the first two movies were fantastic. And I think that Clive Barker, his horror mind is fantastic. But after 3, they just started to go down the fucking mountain. You know what I mean? And
yes.
This is an image of the lead actress and Clive Barker and the new Pinhead and the director. And anyways, long story short, when I start watching this movie, I'm like, oh my God, this is like the best sequel in the last, whatever it's been, 15 years, at least in my opinion,
I completely agree. I mean, I think the first 3, I personally love the first 3. Some people really don't like 3. That's okay. I get it. But those first 3 are a killer to me. The great horror trilogy. After that, it kind of loses me a lot. But this new movie is, so far from what I've seen, gorgeously shot. I love a lot of the characters. I'm digging the Cenobites too. The practical effects are amazing thus far.
Yes.
Everything I've seen, though, my one complaint is every kill has been done off screen so far, pretty much. That's a little disappointing. I hear the third act gets kind of crazy, but once again, I can't speak to that as of yet. But from what I've seen, I've been like, oh man, okay. But everything else, I love. Everything else has been amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Jamie Clayton, who's playing the priest, or as we know, Pinhead, I think she's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, and I'm getting the creepy vibes that I used to get from those first couple of movies. Like to this day, especially Hellraiser 1 and 2, they still creep me out, dude. Like the way that they're shot, the music, the vibe, the practical, the costumes, Doug Bradley's amazing performance.
oh
And
yeah.
no shade to Doug Bradley on the later sequels he was in. I just don't think they did him and the characters justice. But in those first couple movies, he was terrifying, and I think Jamie Clayton is definitely bringing it.
Oh yeah, her voice was terrifying from the couple of scenes I saw her in so far. She's amazing. I really like Odessa Zion too. She's not like the most lovable character, obviously, but that's kind of the point. I'm digging it. I kind of think I know where it's going, but once again, I won't spoil nothing here yet. I'm digging it though. I'm really digging this one. I love the score too. You were talking about the music a second ago. It seems like they kind of did like a modernized version of that original score for this one, which was so nice. It felt so familiar, but also updated. It was cool. It's really good so far. You can just feel that it's a love letter to the original franchise for sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. A love letter to the, and of course, you know, with these new Halloween movies and you know, that's the idea, is respect your source material if you're going to continue this franchise. You know, just give it your best. If you can't give it your best, don't do it. And from what I've seen, they've really tried very hard. And hold on. Frank from The Harsh Truth, he's dropping a $5 super chat saying, "What's up, my friends? Gonna watch Hellraiser when I get home tonight." Dude, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. I really don't. I really, really don't. But thank you so much for that super chat. And Eric as well, coming in with $5. How do y'all stop halfway through a movie? That would kill me. It's called We Had to Get on a Live, or for me anyways.
Yep. It's the same thing. I'm like, oh, man, I'm so close to being done.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. But I know what you mean, Eric. I didn't want to stop. I was like, God damn it. You know? Thank you so much, Eric. Seriously. We appreciate all the support that you give to all of us in this community. You guys rock. Frank the Harsh Truth, Eric the Bearded Entertainment. Don't you know?
What goes on in this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here!
Yeah. All right. Let me bring in the rest of the crew here who've been waiting backstage. You guys know who these guys are, obviously. Let's bring in Steven from Craven Something Scary. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. What's up? And we wouldn't be complete without the guy who literally in the backstage says, "I'm everywhere." Let's bring in my brother, Fate Decided. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing, fella?
Yo.
I'm like the wave, baby.
I'm like,
Well, you do
Oh,
blow
Lord.
a lot of air.
Amongst other things.
Wow. I wasn't going to go there.
$20, guys. All right, let's be adults.
Wow.
Be grown men about this.
Oh my
okay?
God.
Oh, my
I have
God.
kids,
Oh.
family to feed.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. You got
It's
a
a
mission.
sacrifice you got to make.
Hey,
That's
Knight just said a key word right there, mission. Guys, and look, I know I'm coming in a bit late, so you may have already said this, but we're on a mission too. We're
Yes,
on a
we are.
mission, my
Yes.
friends. The four of us are on a mission to reach 1,000 subs, and we are at 900. That's right,
46.
946, gentlemen. That's right, 46. We are
Let's go.
60. What is that? 64, right? I can't do my math right now. Yeah, 40. I don't know. Whatever. It's not that much.
54.
54. That's what I meant to say. Exactly.
Math is hard.
That's why I married an accountant. See, I know where my strengths and weaknesses are. So, the bottom line is, guys, that's how close we are. So I just want to take a second. I won't take long, but I just want to say thank you first of all for helping us climb this high on the mountain.
Yes.
We are literally almost to the top. We can see it. We can start to, and I haven't been to very many mountaintops, but you know how when you see those images of mountains where, they're like normal landscape, and then as you get to the top, you see the snow. You guys up there up north know what I'm talking about. We are like just starting to get at the line where the snow is. We can feel the cold air already like hitting us in the face. So guys, you can help us climb over that snow today and reach the top by subscribing to the Lethal Collective. We would greatly appreciate you.
Top of the
There you go.
mountain,
Wow. Sing it, man. Sing it.
no mountain high enough.
Enough.
Wow.
Ain't no
Ain't no-
valley low enough. Ain't
Ain't
no
no
river wide
wide
enough.
enough
Keep
to
subscribing to
Us,
us.
babe.
There you go.
That's
I like
right.
that. Wow.
Yes.
That wasn't worth at least 47 subscriptions. I don't know. What,
I think so.
you know, I mean, come on.
I'm
oh
moved.
my god.
Moved by that performance.
Literally.
He's got panty pudding right now. Is what?
Wow. You are on
Damn.
fire, Fate. My gosh.
Oh my god.
That's not my original. That's from Tom Segura. You guys are familiar with the comedian? Tom
yes.
Segura?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is great.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, very funny guy.
yeah, that's
Oh my
that's a
god.
joke he has. So
You guys are
Shout outs
something
to him.
else, man.
Well, real quick, Jen says, I live in Texas. What I know about snow. Did you not hear what I said? I said, when you see those pictures, I said pictures, guys. Got to pay attention.
Oh my god. Blood and Brew saying, so close. Yes, we are. We are literally right around the corner.
slowly.
And what's
but
up to Larry? Larry's in the chat.
What's going on, Larry?
Yeah. All right. And Denisha, thank you so much for being a cheerleader. I appreciate it. You all right. So
Look, if everyone subscribed, told a friend or a
Mhm.
family member, we'd
Right.
have almost 2,000 subs.
True.
Go do that.
You're right. It's
Go do it.
true. It is true. So true. Carrie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Carrie is rocking and rolling today. She just wants me to play these clips. Carrie, I'll do this one for you because you're that special to us.
Don't you know that this feeling is only yours and mine? Don't you know
Oh, wow.
that this
Yeah.
love
Man.
would last for all time?
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I just really wanted an alligator to pop up and like grab the kid and then rip it down into the water. I was really expecting that to happen for some reason.
Right.
Jake, Lori has a really good therapist you could talk to.
Yeah.
That's right. She does. Yes, she does.
Oh Lord. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you so much. But look, guys, we were talking a little bit about Hellraiser. Have you guys had a chance to check it out?
I have not.
I
was
was
gonna
not.
watch it. I was gonna watch it last night, and I
Yeah.
had some stuff come up. So
Yeah.
None
I
of us
was-
have finished it,
Right,
which I
I
think
was-
is funny.
I was gonna watch it last night, but it wasn't available until after
Yep.
midnight. And then I was like, crap, I'll watch it in the morning. And then the morning became the afternoon. Then the afternoon became the late afternoon, and that's why I haven't finished it. But it is, I will say, because like I was just saying to Jake, Hellraiser is one of my most frustrating horror franchises of all time because I think it just went off the cliff after 3, and we know there was like six sequels after 3 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like that.
This is actually kind of bringing it back to the old vibes, as far as
Okay.
the creepy factor and so forth.
Nice.
I think it's pretty cool so far.
That's
Seriously,
good to hear.
yeah.
I was not
Oh, yeah.
because I'm going in with very low expectations. So it's
Yeah.
nice to hear that,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I still haven't finished it, but it's better than a bunch of those sequels to me, man.
Yeah.
Compared to the last like 6 movies or so, I'm just like, thank God. I'm like, okay,
Right?
this is good. I'm like, I can take
Yeah.
this.
the
Cool.
bar isn't very high.
No.
What we're getting at here.
What's up to Think Like a Director? What's going on? And
Hey.
Carrie says, I still don't understand that clip, but I'll just roll with it. It looks like
Yes.
a Hallmark commercial.
See, an alligator would improve it. I'm not wrong.
Real quick,
That's awesome.
is that music from StreamYard in the background? I hear music.
It is
No,
music, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, music.
You wanna
wasn't
make sure
coming
we weren't
somewhere.
haunted?
We're gonna get demonetized.
Right?
It's like an old John Carpenter score or something.
Get the
Uh-oh.
stream
Yeah.
rate down.
Exactly.
Thanks, Wayne. So, fellas, we're a week out from the final chapter in this Halloween saga, or at least in this trilogy. what are you guys thinking, man? I'm like super excited, man. But by this time next week, I will have seen it and probably at least done a reaction to it, and then getting ready for us to talk about it. What are you guys feeling right now? Like, I'll start with you, Steven.
Well, alrighty. Sure, why not?
Tyler was like, "What?"
It's always like, it's always like, "Whoa, who's going to go? Who's going first?" So, yeah, got a lot of stuff I'm kind of processing still, and I'm gonna have a stream on my channel tomorrow night, and then you're joining me on Monday night.
That's right.
And we're gonna kind of do our final look at it, essentially, final predictions, if you will.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
I won't say all I'm thinking, because then you'll be hearing it 3 nights in a row and you'll just be tired of it by that time. So I will say this though, and I'm doing my logo already did a video on it, but I found an image today from the Peacock trailer that's been out for a while, and I actually did a video on this, but I missed this particular shot, and it's part of, I have the shot, but I missed because it was so dark. I missed what's in the whole shot. And there is this image of who I believe Corey in Michael's costume, just because the way his hand looks like it's intact on his left and it looks bulky and baggy and stuff. On the ground, guys, and I should send you the image, Knight. I've got it pulled up on my computer still now.
You can
is
if you want.
Another body on the floor, and it looks, I swear it looks like it's a Michael Myers jumpsuit. It looks like the same exact color. And if you look at, you can't make the face out. Left hand is on their chest, full of all fingers are there. And if you look at the neck area, again, you can't make the face out, but you see a very sharp, rigid collar. You know, like these jumpsuits have these collars sticking up on the sides. It could be jeans, dark blue jeans, black jeans. I'm going to send you the image.
Okay,
I'm gonna see the image, but we can look at it in a second. But I don't think it's Corey, because I believe Corey is the one in the suit standing up. Now, here's the problem, or the intriguing thing. If that's true, and if Corey's in the suit, and the guy on the floor is in a Myers jumpsuit, and I want y'all's opinion in a minute. We have 2 people dressing up as Michael Myers outside of James Jude Courtney, which is. My brain's blowing up a little bit today because I just found this like a couple hours ago, and I said, "Hold on a minute, wait a minute, what is happening?"
So I have a question. So I made a video about this the other day. What if Michael Myers is dead? What if it's like, have you guys seen My Bloody Valentine with Jensen Ackles?
Yes.
Okay. You know how that ends, right?
Yes.
Look, I know it's a Supernatural reference, but that's not what I was getting to.
I know. I'm just playing.
I heard you say. Oh, here he goes. I'm just. If you remember that ending, look, it's a long movie. It came out in 2009, so I'm about to spoil the ending for you. But in that movie, Jensen Ackles doesn't realize he's killing people. He thinks he's innocent. He thinks he's him, but he really is the coal miner killer. And just like and go look at it. I actually watched and looked at it. Before I did the video, the scenes are almost identical, right? Jensen Ackles, fast forward, 10 years or whatever it is earlier, has the encounter face to face with the coal miner, and he's just staring at him. He survives, gets, Slash survives, and then takes on the moniker all those years later. Same thing. You have the moment where Corey's face to face with Michael, all that stuff. What if the killings, like even pull up the shot, with Corey standing in the background?
Yeah. Hold on one second. There we go.
So what if that Michael Myers that's blurry on the left is actually Corey, and it's really Corey killing that cop, but in his head, he thinks it's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And it's just an obsession. And what if Michael isn't in this movie? It's the whole, evil never dies, the shape lives forever. That kind of thing. It's all just kind of in Corey's head, and Corey is the killer. And maybe the jumpsuit guy that you're seeing on the ground is maybe Michael Myers dead. Maybe he stumbles across Michael Myers' body. And he believes, and Corey's just off his rocker, and he believes that he's the one doing all the killing.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that so parallel with like it's all just a dream though? You know,
yeah,
you know
kind
what I mean?
of. But I mean, you already have a copycat. You already have all the like who's to say they're not going to go to that route? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like I said, I'm not a fan of the copycat route. Period.
Right.
But I mean, if they are, like, what if that's like the big shock, the big twist, and it's just evil never dies? You know, it all lines up. You see, you know, I mean, Laurie taking off the mask to Michael. Like, why would she have to do that? All that's like, there's so many things that could allude to that. And you see what looks like Michael pick up the mask. What if it's Corey? And we're just seeing Michael because we're seeing it through Corey's head. We're seeing it through what he believes he's seeing. You know,
right. He's looking at his own hand as thinking it's Michael's hand.
Yeah, stuff stuff like that. Like, what if it's Corey?
Hey, Knight, can you take the ticker off? Because I want you to see the legs. Now, guys, I brightened this image up because it's really dark. Look at that. Look at the shade of those clothes and look up there at the neck. You see that little like collar sticking up in the middle? See that? Like left hand, all fingers intact, so we know it's not Myers. But look at the guy standing up. His fingers look to be there as well. So
is he wearing jeans? Because that's the problem. It's tough to tell. It looks like
that's
he could
the
be
thing.
wearing jeans.
It kind of looks like,
I said, it could be jeans.
You mean the guy on the floor?
You know?
Yeah, the guy on the floor. It looks like Corey, almost like like Michael killed Corey. You know,
but see, the guy standing there, I don't believe is James Jude Courtney. Look how baggy that jumpsuit is around the hips and the chest, and his.
It is a weird. It looks off. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does look off.
Yes.
Yeah, or maybe it's just somebody. Maybe it's just somebody that was killed. You know, maybe it's not Corey. Maybe it's just somebody that was killed.
So maybe when someone else is blaming Corey for the Michael, like maybe yet there's another person doing the copycat stuff, you know what I mean? And Corey's just getting blamed for it. Because I've been talking about how I really don't know if Corey's going to be a bad guy or not.
Yes,
but how do you explain him just hanging out there? I mean, unless he's just shot.
He's working with Laurie though. That's my like in the trailer he's talking about like he's going to come for you, Laurie. You know, and it's like that comes off as menacing in the trailer, but I feel like they're doing that on purpose. You know what I mean? To misdirect us.
So I have a theory about that too. What if, assuming that that's not that? I think, and I could be wrong again, just an idea. I don't know what's actually going to happen in this movie, but like you see Corey, if you look at like Corey when he's sitting on the stairs talking to Laurie and he's like hunched over, like he looks like he's kind of, you know, screwed right now. Like, what if that's the moment, like Laurie's shocked, reveals it's him. She knows that he's the fake Michael running around and he's just sitting there to die on the stairs. And he's like, you know, what are you going to do? You know, when Michael comes back, because he is coming back, you know, and he looks like he's like hunched over. You can't really tell what he's wearing. He's wearing this kind of like ensemble. Like, it doesn't look like he's wearing like normal clothes like he is in all the other shots. Like, what if that's the moment that, you know, he shows up, Laurie takes him out, you know, when he comes through the door, she shoots him and he's laying there on the stairs covering up the gunshot wound. She's shocked because it's not Michael, it's Corey. And he's just like dying, like, you know, hey, the boogeyman is coming. Like, just wait, you know? So just thought.
Well, I mean, one thing I've also talked about too, and we've all touched upon this. I mean, they could be setting us up to think that Corey is going to actually kill as Michael. Like, he might be disturbed, you know, and be blamed for the babysitter murder, which Michael actually did. He might still become obsessed with Michael. Yeah. And he still might be, you know, quote unquote, touched by the darkness or whatever, you know, because he's an outcast, and he might even look towards the mythology as a way to empower himself. He might be bullied and so forth. And you know how that goes. You know, sometimes you try to reach for anything that will allow you to not be at the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. But yeah. But he may not actually kill anyone. Like, and in these trailers, they're literally putting that out to us, even to people that don't follow it like us. I'm talking about even general audiences. And that could be the twist, you know, kind of like what Jake was saying too. I mean, that would not surprise me, put it that way.
I'm just on the fence.
Go ahead,
oh, no. I was just gonna say, I'm just like, if Corey starts killing people in this movie and that's like a big focus of it, I just feel like that takes so much away from like what this movie's like being marketed as and all that. I just don't want to see Corey running around killing people and like that's the focus. And they've been telling us it's Laurie versus Michael, it's the final battle. Here we go. And then suddenly we just focus on Corey killing people, or he's bringing people to the shape and all that. I almost think that picture that Steven, you sent us for the last stream was where Corey's in the background. I almost feel like maybe that's the same scene as when Corey gets attacked by Michael. He breaks free and someone else walks in and gets killed maybe, and then Corey just kind of stands there for a second feeling bad, and that's why he's got that look on his face and then just books it out of there. I almost feel like that could be the case instead of like feeding Michael or whatever, but I don't know. You know, once again, I haven't seen it either. I just don't want to, I don't know. I just don't want to see a secondary antagonist here.
Okay, so here we go. I got to break this down, guys. And this again, what we're seeing here is Corey we're seeing Corey here. You notice the left hand, all fingers there. Mm-hmm. We've got him standing there, and I want you to notice, pay attention to the light on the ground. You see how that yellowish light there, and he's holding the mask. Okay, now if we can go to the second image, number 2.
Let's see.
There we go. Now I know it's blurred because I had to zoom way in, but look at the ground where he's standing. You see that light that matches what we just saw. Yep. So this is that same scene. It's just now we have a different camera angle where you see this person standing there. Now I know it's blurry, but that right there, folks, that is Corey Cunningham. He's unmasked. He's literally holding the Myers mask at chest level. If you see it there, it's both hands. That's the Myers mask he just had at his side.
Yes.
And if you slow this clip, I know this is a still image, but the video of this came from, this is from the Peacock trailer. If you slow it down, you can see it's him literally they show him putting the mask on his head. He's lifting it up right here in the middle. He puts the mask on. Now once someone could say, well, hold on a minute. That doesn't mean he's going to kill someone. Maybe he's just deranged like Knight said, and he's just dressing up like Michael. But then they go and put this next shot in, which is look at the right finger. What do you see? Shining. The ring shining in the light. Look at that. And that is the same guy kneeling on the ground that we just saw.
Right.
So now
different camera angle.
Different camera angle. So now he's approaching him with a weapon, and we all know the other trailer shows that person gets killed, remember? And so if you piece it together, if the ring tells us, again, this is Corey killing people, because we've seen that ring on Corey's hand in other shots of the trailer. So it all connects. The dots connect. It all connects. So Corey is killing people, guys. Unless they don't put this in the movie, then they're basically showing us through all these different clips. If you just connect them, they're all there. So it's pretty conclusive in my mind.
Real quick, how long? Don't you think at some point that guy would just run away? You know, I mean, he just sat there and let Michael put the mask on, or Corey put the mask on, grab the hammer. And
That's
he's
right.
just
There
sitting
you
there
go.
chilling, just straight chilling.
Yeah, this is another shot too, where that guy with the gun, that scene where he says something, "You psycho," whatever, and he's coming with the gun, and so he's the closest figure we see the shadow of. But this is the same image Steven was talking about, pulled away, where the guy is kneeling down and Corey is all the way in the back,
standing up. That's right.
Yeah, man, crazy
Who's
stuff.
Who's that person in the shot?
Well, it's somebody in the one of the TV spots or whatever. It was the trailer after the final trailer, and he actually is coming into that area with a gun, and he says something like, I forgot what he said. Get out of here, you psycho, or something psychopath, or something weird. You know, he's gonna die.
He lifts the rifle up. Yeah, exactly. You know, and actually, it's actually the same guy we saw in one of the early trailers banging on the window saying, "Please help me," to the guy in the little shack. That dude, that's the guy holding the rifle right here.
Yeah.
So we know it's not gonna end well for him, because he's gonna lose that rifle at some point.
Corey's gonna be supernatural now.
That's Corey right there. Yeah, that's him putting the mask on.
See, and that's him holding up the gun now.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna be supernatural now, and he's gonna be able to take shotgun bullets like a.
He better not.
That's
Well,
exactly what's
I
gonna
just
happen.
hope they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I hope they have a clear-cut plan where it's like, yeah, okay, this makes sense for why we had to do this. I've said from the beginning they got to write something in to bring Laurie and Michael together, and I hope that's all it is, and we're just advertising it heavily in the marketing to do the misdirect kind of thing. That's what I'm hoping, and it just doesn't eat up too much screen time, because if it does, I just feel like they didn't know how to end this. Is what I'm getting from it. You could have made this whole thing about Laurie and Michael with a little tiny catalyst that brings the two together. You could have easily made a 90-minute movie out of that, I think, personally. But if it focuses all on a brand new story, all new characters and stuff, it's just gonna come off as they didn't have enough time, they didn't know what to do, and that's gonna suck. But hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, with the brilliance that was Halloween Kills, I really believe that they're gonna be able to pull this out. So
I believe it too, man. I'm gonna take that with no ounces of sarcasm.
Absolutely, me too.
Yeah.
That's right.
this is gonna go great.
Gosh.
How would you feel though if we watch this movie next Friday and 70% of the kills are from Corey Cunningham?
I'll
That
cry.
movie's dog shit.
Yeah.
That movie's trash.
You know what?
I think it's possible. I really do.
I think it
I'm not
is,
trying to
too.
be negative. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Nate?
I think that it's definitely shaping up, and I don't mean that pun intended, but it's definitely shaping up like that, but like Jake said, I'd be very disappointed, man, if it plays out like that, because I think you could do, and again, I don't know the full scope of the story. I won't know that for a week, a little less than a week now. But just going off of our theories and speculation and what we're piecing together, I would think that you could do this story without Corey, having 70% of the kills. Even if he had 30% of the kills, and Michael, comes back and whatever. I would much rather see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, I don't know the whole story. I'm still. All I know is that we keep finding some new things, which is very interesting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Holy
Well, I like
moly.
that image you showed me, or which I showed you guys a minute ago. When someone's on that floor in black jeans or a jumpsuit, I don't know, but it's somebody that's in that Laurie's house, and I swear I will double down. I do not believe that's Michael. That's walking through that walkway there.
That's standing.
That suit that's standing there. That suit is so big. Look at that. It just.
It looks
I'm
a little
sorry.
goofy, honestly.
It-
It's just like, yeah.
It does look different.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And unless the only thing I can think of is unless that is like right in the middle of motion, and you know how some things look a little weird and move a little weird,
Maybe
it's his new Millennium suit.
No, jeez, here we go.
It just looks baggy.
It also has flight.
Bulky.
Yeah,
We're gonna
so
see
he can
Michael X, Uber Michael in this
Uber
Oh
movie.
Michael.
God.
Or Michael.
Yes.
It's a squirrel suit. That's what that is.
There you go. Oh, stop it. Coriander's in the chat too.
Hey,
What's up,
Coriander.
girl?
What up,
Saying,
what
hi,
up?
everyone. Hello, you four handsome guys. So excited for Halloween ends. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes,
me too.
you are.
All I know
Very,
is
very
I cannot wait for the Lethal Collective after we all see this movie.
Next Friday, baby.
Yeah. You.
I cannot wait. Because either two
Oh.
things are going to happen. Either this movie's going to be terrible and you guys are going to try to defend it, or this movie's going to be terrible and you guys are going to agree. And then I'm going to win.
Or
Oh, no,
And I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna be
Listen
brutally honest, Tyler. I'll be
Yes.
brutally honest about how I feel about it.
Good.
And if it sucks, it sucks. But I'm
Right.
rooting for it. Like I love this team of people behind this movie. I want it to be good, but if it's not, I'll be straight up. So
Me too, man. I mean,
Don't
if it's
worry,
not
I'm a
good,
humble man.
if
I
it's
won't
not
hold it
good,
too
then it's
much.
not good. I'm literally going through the movies right now with our new series where we're basically just shitting on the movies in a way. So I've done it to movies I love, like Halloween 2 and Season of the Witch and Halloween 4. So if it's not good, I'll definitely be honest about it. It'll be frustrating because I think that this team has shown that they can do a good movie, and it'd be really frustrating if they can't stick the landing. But you know what else would be frustrating? If I didn't acknowledge Eric the Bearded
right.
Entertainment with a $10 super chat. Brother, thank you so much. Seriously. He says, you know what I'm not into? The fact that the Corey stuff has come in so much and has completely overshadowed established characters. We haven't even discussed Allison because of it. That is a great point.
My point is
man.
that's my
That's the studio's fault, guys.
That's my
They've
whole
done-
issue with this. Like, it is. It's just. It's a. I don't understand it. I don't know why. It's like what Jake was saying. I think that that's what it is. Even if it works, like let's say it hits and it's great, I still don't like this direction. You know, even if I like the movie, and I'll tell you, like if I like the movie, I hope I like the movie, but it doesn't mean that I'll like the direction in which it goes. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But I just think you're like, I don't know why you're telling me you couldn't have came up with a better story. And the Michael and Laurie showdown, the finale you established, you built Allison, you got Lindsay, you got all this stuff. Like, I would have rather you build those characters more. You know, it's like we were talking about in the collective. Like, you know, I would have rather them get back to simplicity. I know it's kind of like, yeah, they've always done that. At some point, you got to take some chances. But, like, you kind of already done that with this film. You already went a direction. My thing is, like, just stick to it. Why did you pick your last film to go a completely different direction? And I just think, like, you could have made a simplistic movie that audiences and fans and everyone in general would have liked. You could have really built and gave us a proper, like, you know, moment with you know, Allison and Lindsay and Laurie and everything like that, really built their characters and stuff, you know, had some conflict, you know, like we talked about, maybe like a hiker is like running through the woods and Michael runs into Michael just slaughters them. Like, you know, you get some like random kills here and there. Maybe Michael's on his way back to town. He kills the radio DJ guy. He does this. So you get some kills along the way. You get some established shots of Michael. You kind of see where Michael's at. You're telling the story of Laurie and Allison and her overcoming the thing. Like, that would have been such a good story. You would have really highlighted the last chance we have to see Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. And I think you would have, I just think there would have been no complaints. Would have been perfect.
I also just think I really agree with Eric here. You know, I mean, we haven't talked too much about like Allison. I mean, we talked a lot about Laurie and Corey and Michael and all that. But like with Allison, she's kind of my favorite new character, and we haven't really talked about her at all because there's just nothing to go off of from the trailers. You know, there's a few shots, like there's a few shots. I think we have one line where she's talking to Laurie, but like there's nothing to theorize about. I mean, I've theorized that she might die, but there's nothing in the trailer that I would really go off of to assume that. It's everything is about the Corey stuff, and it's like, is this Michael, is this not Michael? Every shot is teasing something. If it's the hands, if it's the height of the Michael actor, whoever it is, it's always just like, I wonder if that's Corey or not, and that's detracting from what this movie should be about, which is Laurie and Michael at its core. But it seems like that's not the focus anymore.
What if Allison isn't in this movie? Or I mean, she's in the movie, but I mean, not very much is what I meant. Like, what if like, all her interactions?
Well,
are just,
she's
like,
dating Corey, so she's got to. I imagine she's got to be in it a little bit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what if it's just like a handful of scenes throughout? Like, you know, it's an interaction with Laurie, you know, an interaction with Corey. They have some heartfelt. See, like, it's not really like she's not. They don't really build her or anything. It's just kind of like Laurie's struggle, Laurie overcoming Michael. You see all the scenes with her talking to Lindsay, talking to everybody, her and Allison, kind of everything. A lot of it could just be Allison's like high and buys. You know, you get an early established shot that they're together, that they're living together, something like that. You get like a couple scenes with Corey. You get the big, argument with Laurie, and then you don't see her really much until the end of the film for the showdown. Maybe she dies, something like that. I would be disappointed with that.
I would too.
I would too.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I definitely think that Allison should be prominent in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think so because, in the first movie there was a lot of focus on her, rightly so, and in the second movie it was kind of spread around. So it would only make sense to have her as a very important part of this movie. But I don't know, guys. I mean, my curiosity is still super high. Nervousness is still there. But then again, I was nervous to go into Kills. I was nervous to go into 2018. So that's not new for me as a viewer because I want these movies to do well. But we'll see. We'll see. I like I said, and I hope it's not Corey killing 70% of the people. I really, really do. To me, it would be such a misstep, And one thing and I'll share this with you guys. I'm actually working on, a video about it. But David Gordon Green was talking about, his feelings on kills and what's to come with ends. And one thing that he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, when people see an ending like Kills, and it's unresolved chaos, it can be frustrating, which it was, and we know that. But he said that was part of the fun of it, and then you get to come in and tidy it up and ends. And the last thing that I remember him saying in that quote was, he says, I just kind of smile to those folks and I say, hold on, here we come. We're gonna complete this. So I just keep thinking to myself, man, how do you go into a third movie and then you have Corey killing 70% of the people dressed up like Michael? Why not just, you get what I'm saying? So
welcome to my world.
Oh, jeez. Save me, guys. Go ahead.
Keep talking, please.
No,
I think if Ends does nothing else, though, I think it will retroactively make a lot of people reflect on Kills in a more positive light. I really do think that. Yeah. I think that this movie's going to start off, how it starts off, I feel like we'll be like, oh, hey, cool, they resolved all the stuff from Kills. Because I feel like that's a big reason why a lot of people don't like that movie. I don't like the clunky ending, personally. I'm fine with it not being resolved. Yeah. Not every story needs a 100% ending, especially when there's a continuation right around the corner with that movie, like how we were talking about a second ago. But it's mostly how it ends up, and it's all over the place. They never really explain how Michael gets back to the house when there's like a wall of cops right in front of the Myers house. So I needed something there, a little explanation. Maybe he can teleport, maybe he's supernatural, and maybe this movie will answer that question, which is why I think retroactively this movie is going to aid that film.
Yes, I hope so. And Nanette, hope you feel better, and we will catch you later. Seriously. Yeah, and real quick too, before we continue, I just wanted to take a quick moment and give a shout out to our very own Ed Harris, who reached out to me. I actually talked about this on my morning live stream yesterday, and Ed, I hope you don't mind me talking about this, but he had some health things that had gone on. He had actually reached out and emailed me saying, hey, I just want to let you know why I haven't been around. And I was thinking to myself, wow, dude, that's so kind of you to reach out. You didn't have to do that. There's no explanation needed, dude. You're going through serious health things, and he's recovering and feeling better. So Ed, great to see you here, man. Thank you so much for being here, and hope you're enjoying the stream. And he's saying hola night and all. That's so cool. I'm dancing with you tonight. That's cool, man. Much appreciated, and glad you're doing better. So anyways, but yeah, guys, I mean, man, it almost feels like we're all like, oh man, with this Halloween Ends thing.
Well, I mean, I sometimes kind of feel like, and maybe I should make more videos about it, because I haven't done it. I've only done a couple, and I haven't done one in a while, actually, or at least recently. But I kind of feel like it doesn't seem like anyone is talking. We talked about Allison, right? And I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. But also, I don't really feel the community in general is talking about Hawkins. It's like he's completely forgotten by people, and
there's nothing to go off of with him though either. With the trailer,
right. There's nothing but him pushing a basket of groceries and then running up to the house.
And he's got a suit at the one point. I don't know. I got nothing.
That's all we have.
That's why I really think Corey's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Corey. Like, this movie's going to center and focus around Corey and his relationship with Lori and his relationship with Allison and his relationship with Michael. I mean, unless everything, you got to imagine that we've seen probably 10 different scenes at least with Corey. You got to figure, let's say each of those scenes are at least, anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple minutes, right? Depending on the interactions, depending on, like what is going on with the flow. So, I mean, you're talking at the very least, we've already seen probably at least a good quarter, if not half of the movie with Corey. And that's just what we've seen. Who knows what other stuff, is in it. Who knows, like, because they're not going to show us all of the meat and potatoes with Corey. So let's assume we got about, let's call it 25 minutes or so, 25, 30 minutes of like just situations and scenarios with Corey. If you take, each scene is like a couple minutes, a minute here and there. So you got like basically 30 minutes of the movie right there. There's at least, a third of the movie. And then say there's another handful of scenes that are another coming. You're talking like probably 45 minutes of this movie is just centered around Corey. That's it. He's the focus. Because because the end scene's going to be, probably 10, 15 minutes. The final showdown, and then leading into the third act. So your last 30 minutes is that. If Corey's in the movie as at various scenes for another 30 to 40 minutes, there's your movie. It's just little spots here and there that are filling in the gaps.
Could be. Real quick too, I just want to say thanks a lot again to Eric with a $5 super chat saying that doesn't excuse Halloween Kills not being a complete story. Very, very true. And also Carrie coming in with a $2 super chat saying Ed Harris is here. Dance in his honor. Okay, let's do that real quick. I definitely can dig it.
Baby, can you dig your man? He's a righteous man. Don't let go.
There it is. There it is. The great Ed Harris himself. Thank you guys so much.
The original.
Yes, the OG. Yeah.
Well, you know what's awesome too, man, and talking about the OG Lethal Collective channel, baby. We are like 5 minutes away.
Smooth transition.
Hey,
smooth.
Man. Like butter. Guys, we are 5 minutes away. This party, we are going to take it all straight over to our Lethal Collective channel, and we want all of you in a minute to come with us. Just getting you guys know, get ready. Normally we go hour and we say goodnight. Guess what? We're giving you a bonus hour today on our Lethal Collective channel.
There you go. There you go. We're going to be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
And
we got Horror Thriller Boy saying Ends and Barbarian greater than Terrifier 2, Hellraiser 2022, and Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
I'm telling you right now, I like Terrifier 2 way more than Ends. Like, I haven't even seen Ends yet, and I know I like Terrifier 2 more.
You heard it here live.
Wow, that's a hot take.
A very hot take.
Oh, man.
Right.
Eric, thank you so much. Another super chat from Eric, keeping us rocking and rolling, saying, I'm going to be honest, the Corey stuff has made me less excited about the movie, only slightly, but less excited.
Only slightly.
All right.
All right.
I like how you put that in. Only slightly.
Only slightly.
Well, it's definitely, it gives you cause to pause. It really, really does. And like I said, man, I'm hoping when I go into that theater in less than a week from now that I'm totally given a curveball. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not saying it's 100% likely.
Right.
That percentage has definitely dwindled a bit with all these things that we're putting together.
Right.
But
hey, could it be the studio's way of preparing us for this reality? It's almost like the Dewey death. Mm-hmm. Like we all talked on here ad nauseum about how Spyglass prepared us for that death. We all saw it coming on the wall, and so when it happened, I still had tears, but I knew it was coming. I just expected it. And so I think the studio and David Gordon Green, through his interviews, literally saying Michael finds an unlikely colleague, guys. I mean, he is trying to tell us the truth. Like we're trying to be like, oh wait, it can't be. Please, it's got to be something else. I've accepted it. Like I'm past the whole misdirection thing. I'm like, I came to this point where I said, why ignore a hurricane when you're looking at it on the radar about to hit your house? It's there.
I like
that. Like it's all there. So I'm just accepting it, and I just hope it's written well performed and acted, executed, and that the story's great. That's all.
Yes.
That's
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If it's executed in a way that works, You know what I'm saying? Like and while it's happening or even afterwards, I say, okay, I get why they took this huge risk rather than giving us a regular routine type of sequel. You know, I could understand that, you know, as long as it's executed right. And, you know, again, the only point that I'm struggling with, like what we're talking about, is if Michael is so diminished in the movie, only 20% of the kills. The only thing to me is that I don't know Michael's the franchise, you know?
That's right.
So I don't think that would be the right way to do it. Maybe 40%, you know? But at least close to 50%, he should be in the damn movie. Or doing the main, you know, heavy lifting. That's just my thought without seeing the movie and seeing how they're going to try to execute this shot in the dark.
Well, what's your guys? Hey, I love that. So, Jake, what is in your mind, what you feel you would be okay with? Your threshold of percentage of time for Michael and Corey?
If Corey's killing people during this like one junkyard scene because like maybe these kids are like his bullies or something, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. And then maybe Michael shows up and kills him or something, because that's how the soundtrack is laid out. That's kind of seems like how the flow of the movie's gonna go. This junkyard scene happens, Corey dies, then the final fight. I'm okay with that. That's all right. Like I would be cool with that. And then maybe the whole time you're building up Corey to wanting to kill these kids, that's okay with me. But if you have Corey, like if Corey's the one that kills like the redheaded woman and all of that, I'd be like, okay, well, fuck this, man. You know what I mean? Like I want to see Michael doing the majority of the kills, and maybe Corey gets his one big little moment, and then Michael shows up, gives him the finger, and then kills him.
It's
you know,
like, you're not ready for this big time,
right? Well,
Yeah. Sorry. I just one more thing. I swear to God, I'll shut up. I know we got to move. I was talking recently about the new Chucky TV show, and there's a really annoying character on there. And just to go over that very blatantly, he's like super annoying for like the first like 3/4 of it, and then he dies, and it's kind of funny. I think they overdid it with that. They didn't need to give us like the majority of the episode is just telling you this character is annoying. You can give me that annoying character. We can figure that out in a couple of minutes, that a character is annoying and it's like, oh my God, okay, stop. And then kill him, because it's funny. And it's like, that's so satisfying. If they do it with that amount, cool. But if they overdo it, it's going to suck. Don't overcook it, you know?
Overcook it.
Agreed.
That's awesome. And Fate, real quick, man. How about you? What's your percentage? You'd be okay.
I don't want it at all. But, I mean,
0. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
we know where this is going.
Yeah, I think it's just a terrible idea. Like, like we said, Michael Myers is the franchise. I don't need to see somebody else kill other people in a Michael Myers movie. You know?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Night. Night, you and I a lot of times seem to be aligned on things, and I happen to agree. 60-40. To me, should be the max, personally. Yeah,
that's what I think too. You gotta have Michael in there. We know that he's, you know, not at 100%. Whatever they're gonna, you know, give us in the movie. Okay, that's fine, but you can't have him down to 20 or 30% of the killing. He's got to be at least at 40. You know, and the execution of Corey's plot has to be damn good for me to feel good about it right now. Now, 5-10 years down the road, who knows? You know, I mean, I used to despise Season of the Witch. I used to despise Halloween 5, you know, and those things have come around on those things. But just right now, especially in this trilogy, because Michael's been given a lot of great stuff and respected in this trilogy so far. So that's why I can't, it would baffle my mind to all heaven if they put him down to only about 20 or 30% of the movie or of the killing or whatever. That just sounds like wrong.
I think he's only going to kill the important people. I think he kills Lindsay. I think he kills Corey and maybe Allison or Lori. I think that's basically going to be the only kills. All of the little like kills in and out, you know, are going to be Corey. Maybe you get one kill like of him like coming, you know, like maybe the radio thing is like him killing that guy.
Oh, it totally is him. We know he's got all his fingers.
So what I'm saying is that you might get like a kill to like foreshadow like Michael's coming back, like, oh, here he comes, you know, type thing. But I think outside of that, I think Corey's doing, you know, like if 10 people die, I think at least 6 of those 10 people are Michael, are Corey, and then the other 4 are Michael, and those are just like the iconic characters, the Lindsay, which I'm not satisfied with. I don't want that.
Well, The DJ is interesting, and I don't know why they. And I know we got to get over to the lethal. I don't know why they showed us. Why did they have to show us him coming in and attacking him with his left hand in full view of all of his fingers?
I know.
I'm like, they're telling us Corey kills the DJ. We already know now going into it. I don't know why, but he does. So, and we know he kills the pillow woman, whoever that woman is. Those are both Corey kills, and the dude and the guy at the junkyard. And
even a general fan would know that, because Michael doesn't wear a damn ring.
No.
Yeah.
I think even a general fan of the franchise would be like, wait a minute, why is there a ring on his hand? Or in the scene where he opens the door and you see all of his fingers, like, hold on, in 2018 and in Kills he only had 3 fingers. What's up?
Exactly.
So
that's why I go back to my thing where I think they are intentionally want you to know before you walk in. Imagine if they never showed any of this, and we walk into the movie theater and we're expecting there's only one Michael. There's no copycat. We don't know, and that happens, and Corey's killing half the people. It could be a mutiny. Like, it could literally be. It would be insane.
Yeah.
I think they're bracing themselves. They want us to know beforehand. I think that's just my opinion.
Could be. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to put a pause right here, because we're going to get ready to head over to the Lethal Collective and finish this conversation, because we're just getting warmed up, man. I'm emotional already, and we got to finish this conversation. So for you guys in the chat, we hope that you guys can just come on over to the Lethal Collective with us right now. We're going to be heading over, and let's finish this conversation, guys, as we continue our journey to 1K subs. So we will catch you over in the Lethal Collective. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace.
See ya.